Welcome back, Broncos. I'm Emyli Creekmore, and I've got your Tuesday sports update. The UCO track and field team finished a successful trip to Pittsburgh State this past Saturday, achieving several top 10 finishes. The Broncos' best finish of the day came from Dariah Lee for her third-place finish in the 600-yard race. Lee later teamed with McKenna Huston, Gabia Puksas, and Rita Ogine in the 4x400 relay, finishing 8th as a team. Charis Phillips also had a strong individual finish, placing 9th at the triple jump event. The Broncos have this weekend off before returning to Pittsburgh State on February 13th to compete in the Russ Jewett Indoor Classic. Now over to the softball fields. The number 11 ranked UCO softball team are currently wrapping up their final game of the Branson Leadoff Classic. UCO finished the first 5 games of their season tournament opener going 4-1. The Broncos won their first 2 games on Monday before splitting Tuesday's games 1-1. Earlier today, the Broncos lost their game against Missouri S&T. Central is currently finishing out the tournament against McKendree. The Broncos have a couple days off before they return around to host their own tournament this weekend, beginning on Friday. And with the NBA trade deadline approaching rapidly this Thursday, the league is shaking up with several teams making big deals. The first major deal of the day involves 2-time All-Star and former Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr., being traded out of Memphis to the Utah Jazz in exchange for Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, Georges Niang, and 3 future first-round picks. Utah also received John Conchar, Jock Landale, and Vince Williams Jr. Also, the Chicago Bulls and Boston Celtics are swapping picks with players, and the Bulls trading center Nikola Vucevic and a second-round pick to the Celtics for guard Anfernee Simons and a second-round pick. The Bulls also shook up more of their roster, with the Bulls taking part in a 3-team trade with Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley heading to Chicago. The Pistons are receiving Kevin Huerter and Dario Saric, and the Timberwolves getting a first-round pick swap and, most importantly, dropping under the first apron. I'm sure this is just the beginning of a lot of surprising trades. There will definitely be more to come before the deadline approaches this Thursday. And today I went around UCO's campus and asked students who they think is going to win the Super Bowl this Sunday. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
I think it's going to be the Seahawks because I just love Seattle. That's the only reason.
The Seahawks.
I'm going to stay on the safe side and say the Seahawks.
Patriots.
Seahawks.
Okay, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Seahawks.
Who do you think is going to win? I think that I'm going to have to go with the popular, obvious choice, the Seahawks, considering that my Chiefs didn't make it this year. I don't know, Zach, Abby, do you agree?
Well, I guess I'm going to go with the Seahawks since that's a popular choice. Zach?
Well, I'm going to go with the Seahawks. The Patriots already have 7. I think the Seahawks can go up to 2, but thank you, Emily.